Hi guys, this is Emil Cupelli for Gerda Steiner Designs, and for today's card I'll be using the You Are Qualified and What's New stamp sets. I started stamping my images on Strathmore watercolor paper using my archival ink in jet black. Now I'll color my images using my pumice stone distress marker as well as my distress ink pads in antique linen and tattered rose. I'm also using a watercolor brush and some water. The sentiment that you can see in my image, which could be a newspaper or even a card, I simply handwrite it myself. So you can personalize this little image for whatever occasion you may need. Remember that it doesn't have to be perfect since, after all, this is a handmade card. I just want to quickly mention that this is gonna be my last post as a member of the Gerda Steiner Designs team. I already completed my term in the design team, which I truly enjoyed. I am really thankful with Gerda for the amazing opportunity they gave me to belong to their amazing design team, and I am also very grateful with you all for all your support in every single video and post. I will always have you all in my heart, but of course I plan on keep making videos and look forward to the new stamp sets that Gerda Steiner Designs will keep releasing, since her images are amazing and absolutely adorable, and I am totally in love with them. So thank you again, and let's get back to the card. As part of the cardstock I'll be using today, I'll use the AC or American Crafts cardstocks in pastels and the DCWB cardstock stack in brights and pastels. All of this cardstock is textured. I will mainly use the Avery L Sweet Scallops die set, as well as the Brenda Walton 4C6 Holiday Greenery. As you can see, I already die cut a frame using the Sweet Scalloped rectangle and the pierced oval. I also used the same oval to die cut a piece of pink cardstock. Here I basically used the frame as a guide to centralize the oval in my card base. Then I took a piece of my Scotch foam tape, and after removing the backing paper from both sides, I stick it around the oval in my card base. Since I was going to use some glittered confetti, it was very important for me to make sure that it had no spaces along my Scotch tape where my confetti could escape. I also added some more Scotch tape to the rest of my card base to make my card stable and firm. Then I took my little things from Lucy's cards in fairy dust and added to the center of my shaker card. Finally, I removed the rest of the backing paper from my Scotch tape and stick a piece of acetate on top of it. Here I already added some score tape to the frame I already created, and now I am removing the backing paper from it to stick my frame on top of my acetate. From my Holiday Greenery die set, I die cut some leaves, which as you can see, you can use for any occasion of the year, and I stick them down to the front of my card along with my koalas. As you can see here, I also stamped and colored the tiny koala that is included in the stamp set, since it is just adorable and I couldn't not use it. Once I finished the front of my card, I used my Hills border die to die cut 2 pieces of cardstock, and now I am sticking them together using a piece of masking tape to create an inlaid effect. Then I went ahead and die cut an scalloped rectangle out of my inlaid panel. I used that panel along with another green scalloped rectangle to cover the inside of my card base. Here I also die cut another piece of my green cardstock using my grassy border die, and after scoring the bottom of this little panel, I stick it to the inside of my card base. As you may have seen in other of my pop-up panel tutorials, I cut 2 little strips of cardstock and I glued them down like you can see in the video. The most important part of this is that the length of the middle area in these little strips of cardstock is the same than the area between the scored line on the bottom edge of the pop-up panel. Once I had my pop-up panel done, I die cut some little hearts, which are going to work as my balloons. As you can see, I stick some twine behind them, and now I am adding some little pieces of my foam scotch tape, which is pretty thin. Then I stick them to the inside of my card and stick the other strand of the twine to the hand of the koala, although you could leave it loose. Once I have everything secured in place, my card is done. I really love how this card turned out. The outside itself is good enough to make a really pretty card, but the inside is a really nice bonus to add if you want to make it extra special. Please remember to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it and subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed yet. Don't forget to visit the Girl Designer Designs blog as well as my blog to see the list of supplies and the close-up pictures. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and for all your support, and I'll see you next time. Bye!